Today I'm going to show you how to find a stud in a wall behind plasterboard without using the StudFinder. You may want to do this for multiple different reasons. You might be shooting off a skirting board, wanting to hang a TV, even just putting some brackets up for some shelves. And this is the easiest and quickest way I've ever learnt on how to find a stud. First step, what you're going to do is either with the back of your hammer or just your hand, you're going to start tapping your wall, hitting it and listening to the sound and the feel you get from it. So if I'm going to hit it right here, I can hear a rattling sound when I do it. It's very hollow and it sounds like there's nothing behind the plaster. What you do is you keep hitting your wall and gradually make your way along it. And you listen and feel to the different sounds until you find a stud. And you'll know when you hit one, as I'll show right now. Right there, you've got a firm sound. You don't have that hollow rattling sound afterwards. If I hit it over there, it's a deeper sound, it kind of rattles on, and that's because it's just insulation behind there, it's just a hollow cavity space. When I'm hitting it with the back of my hammer, more of the impact is absorbed when I hit the plaster with no stud behind it. When I hit the stud, my handle really does come back at me. So you slowly make your way across the wall, we tap in the wall, listening to it and trying to find that place where it stops going from that rattling plaster sound to where the stud is. So I'll make my way across one way and do a mark roughly where I think that is. So I'm going to mark it there, coming that way, and then I'm going to repeat the process coming in the other way. Alright, there we have it. I've got my 2 marks on the wall. The next step, what I'm going to do is I can firstly just estimate that in between those 2 marks will be the middle of a stud. I can go in there, screw on my bracket, shoot on my skirting, do what you gotta do. That should be quite accurate, but if you just want to make sure, grab yourself a nail, make sure it's a bit longer than at least 10 millimeters, a bit longer than the size of your finger, because that's how thick the plaster is. What we're going to do is drive it through the center of our marks. And as you can see there, that's gone through the plaster. And now I'm going to tap it a few more times, and if there is nothing behind there, it will just go straight through in the first tap. It should just fly through, there's nothing stopping it. If I've got a stud there though, it's going to hit that stud, and I'm really going to have to hit it into the stud, the timber, and that way I know that there's a stud there and I can go for it. One tip when you're doing this though, depending on what you're going to install, say you're installing a shelf or a TV, work out the height that you're going to install it and estimate and check where these are at that height. If for some reason the stud's not there, you don't want to have these holes in your wall where you're trying to find it and be able to see those every time you walk into the room. You want those to be hidden, so make sure you work out that height first before you do this method. So I'm going to hit this nail then. And as you can see there, it's got an impact. I'm hitting it, it's going against something, it's not just going all the way through as if I just do it on a bit of plaster here. I can feel that there's a stud there. You'll easily be able to know when you do this process. Commonly, studs are spaced every 450 mils. It's not always that way. It depends which way they start the spacings from your walls. There's a lot of reasons why they won't be that way. But I would recommend, if you are looking for a couple studs in a row, measure 450, do the same technique on those marks, and hopefully that's where your studs will land. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that it helped you guys out. Leave a thumbs up if it did. Thank you for watching.